Good evening. I am Lalita Balasubramanian and I've come here with a very interesting story for you all. This is a story of a war between Lord Rama and his Bhakt Hanuman. Have you ever heard of such a story? We all have heard of Hanuman's bhakti towards Rama, but have you heard of a battle between Rama and Hanuman which took place? So the story goes thus. Let's see. Once upon a time, there was a king of Kashi. He was a very good king, but he was immersed in the pleasures of the world. So, in one day, he was watching the dance performed before him by the dancing damsels. And what happened? At that time, that sage Vishwamitra, who is known for his anger and curses, arrived there. Now, sage Vishwamitra was a guru of Rama. He was his teacher. So, when sage Vishwamitra came there, he saw that the king of Kashi is immersed in the dance, and the king did not acknowledge his presence. He felt insulted. He was so furious that he wanted to curse the king, but instead he went straight to Lord Rama. Rama, the king of Kashi has insulted me. He has disrespected me by not acknowledging my presence in his court. I want you to go and kill him now, he ordered. Now Rama was stunned. At the same time, sage Vishwamitra was his guru. So he had to listen to him. And he could never say no to him. So what did he do? He agreed to kill the king, though there was absolutely no enmity between the king of Kashi and Lord Rama. Now what happened? This came to the king's ears. He was so scared when he came to know that the divine and powerful Rama had been ordered by his guru, sage Vishwamitra, to kill him. At that moment, who appeared there? Sage Narada. Now, Narada appears wherever there is a conflict, and he finds a solution also. So, this particular time also, he came with a solution. He said, "Oh king, why are you looking so scared? What is troubling you?" The king related the entire incident to Narada and begged for help. Narada said, "Now, O Maharaja, there is only one person who can help you, and that is Hanuman." "But how will Hanuman help me? He is the biggest bhakt of Lord Rama. He will not even hear a word," said the king. Narada said, "Don't approach Hanuman. You go and fall at the feet of Hanuman's mother, Anjana Devi, and seek her protection." The king said, "Okay," and he ran to Anjana Devi. He fell at her feet. Anjana Devi was really stunned. She was surprised that a Maharaja was falling at her feet. She said, "What do you want? What has happened?" "Mother Anjana, please protect me," the king said. When she came to know the whole story and that the king wanted protection against being killed by Lord Rama, she was also very sad and dismayed. But she agreed to protect the king as he had sought refuge in her. Anjana called her son Hanuman. "Hanuman, I have assured protection for this king. Now it is your duty to save his life." Hanuman didn't even ask for her for explanations. He said, "If you have given your word, mother, I will definitely protect him. Who is the king's enemy and why has he sought refuge in you?" Then came the surprise deviation. Anjana said, "Lord Rama has been ordered by his guru, sage Vishwamitra, to kill this king. So you have to protect this king against Lord Rama." Now Hanuman was stunned. He did not know for a moment what to do. Rama was the Lord whom he worshipped. How could he fight against his own Lord? But he had to keep his word to his mother. He was in a big dilemma. He asked the king to seek forgiveness from sage Vishwamitra. But before the king could do so, Rama arrived. Now Hanuman had no other go. He had to protect the king. So he stood in front of the king. The king was standing bent forward, covering in fear. Rama ordered, "Move aside, Hanuman. I have been ordered to kill this king of Kashi for disrespecting my guru, Vishwamitra." "No, my lord," replied Hanuman. "I cannot move because my mother Anjana Devi has given him her word that he will be protected, and I have to keep up my mother's promise." Rama was surprised. He did not want to fight Hanuman, but remembering the promise given to his guru, Rama took his bow and aimed an arrow at Hanuman, who stood chanting the Lord's name with his hands folded and his eyes closed. To the surprise of everyone present, the arrow circumambulated, did pradakshina to Hanuman, and went back to the quiver of Lord Rama. Rama sent many more arrows, but none could do any harm to Hanuman as he was chanting the Ramanama. Now, sage Vishwamitra arrived to see this strange sight of the Lord fighting the battle with his prime devotee. He was sad and traumatized to think that he had been the cause of this unexpected and futile war. Meanwhile, seeing the sage in person, the king got up and ran and fell at his feet, asking for forgiveness. Vishwamitra forgave him and ordered Rama to stop the war, which he happily adhered to. Rama had never wanted to fight with Hanuman, and Hanuman had never wanted to fight with Rama. Everyone wanted to know, but why Rama's arrows, the all-powerful Rama's arrows, including the divine Brahmastra, failed against Hanuman? Sage Narada gave the answer to everyone in the court. No, nothing is more powerful than the name of the Lord, not even the Lord himself. So when the arrows were aimed at Hanuman, the Lord of Rama, the name of Rama, which was emanating from his mouth, deflected them, and thereby not affecting Hanuman at all. Such was the devotion and bhakti of Hanuman towards his Lord Rama. Did you enjoy this story? I was happy to tell you this on the occasion of Ram Navami celebrations. Thank you.